Let's get into some things of the things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button if you are new here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I ain't talking about y'all. You know I'm talking about y'all. Basically, that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Oh shoot, I forgot to put my camera up. Hold on, y'all. Happy Tuesday. We are live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. So wherever you are logging in from, welcome. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my camera on. Welcome. Let's get into it, y'all. Got a lot of things to get into today. Not a lot, but a lot. I guess. Y'all come on in. Welcome. Whatever platform you are from, drop in, say hi. Hey, over on TikTok. Hello. Come on in, say hi, hit the tap the screen. All my people over on YouTube, y'all know what to do. Y'all come on in, y'all get comfortable. Hit that like button on y'all way in the door, please, and thank you. Let's say hi to the people. We have Texas T, SG, and T-Bird and Protected over on TikTok. Over on YouTube, we have Corey, DB, Rock Chick, Mo Walker. Hold on, let me keep going. Grown woman, don't try me. What's up, Auntie Eva, KDK? Hey, Chanel, Unfiltered, Majani, Chuck, hey, Boo, Katrina, hey, Really Being Tribe members. I pray everyone is safe and healthy, and hit that like button, number 15. All right, we already on like number 15. Hey, come on in. Lovely Nola, Alexis, Mo Walker. What's going on? Oh, I think I already said that. Hey, friend. What's up, Cross Country Cruiser? Hey, Boo. Marcus Terry, always checking in and shouting out. He's checking in from Richmond. Miss Cookie, what's up? Hey, Stacy Renee and Tiffany GT. If I missed you, charge it to my head and not my heart, y'all. Come on in. We got a few more people over on TikTok. Q Banks, Mike, Fadar, Joy, Leaf Boy, Tisha Kim. Okay, my boo Ebby is over on TikTok. Hey, boo. Q Banks. Did I say Q Banks? Britta Bones. Okay. People coming on through. Thank you, Ebby. Yes. Karina. Okay. Just trying to leave a heart. Well, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love. Whatever you're trying to do, I appreciate it. So, first of all, before we get into the silly and the sublime, let's deal with the serious. Our government is on its way to shutting down. I'm a little late right now because I was actually listening to the live vote. They're actually taking a vote, and I was actually listening to it. Not that I expect a miracle, but you never know. So that's so they are still voting at 7 o'clock. And I want to share something with you guys. I know El Teddy was going into the specifics of what job and who's going to be affected, but I want to show you guys something. So my best friend just sent this to me. She texted this to me. She said, this is the real HUD website right now. For those who don't know what HUD is housing, urban development, right? So I'm going to show it to y'all so won't nobody sound lying. When you tap it, because I was like, okay, why is she sending this to me? I thought she was sending me this little picture on the front. And I was like, look at the little picture on the front, right? But that's not what she was sending me. I want y'all to see when I tap it and it opens up. Do y'all see what opens up? The radical left are going to shut down the government and inflict massive pain on the American people unless they get their 1.5 trillion wish list of demands. The Trump administration wants to keep the government open for the American people. That is what pops up when you go to a government website. Now, for those on TikTok, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Now, let me be honest. I wouldn't have had an issue with part of this. And when I say that, I wouldn't have had an issue with part of this is, you know, we've done this dance before with the Republicans blame the Democrats blame the Republicans. But it was the radical left, their 1.5 trillion wish list of demands. Do y'all know that? Listen, all the Democrats are trying to do is save Medicare and Medicaid because this big, beautiful bill cuts all of that. That's all they're trying to do. And to go to a government agency and that be what pops up in red, it's like, wow. I read that 100,000 federal workers quit today. The statement on HUD was a total lie. I don't know about. Hey, Don, hey, Bull. I don't know about 100,000 people quitting. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just don't know anything about that. Hey, Butterfly. Hey, tacos and tequila. Hey, Boo. Again, I'm not saying it didn't happen. I haven't read that. Hey, Charles, over on TikTok. Hi. So I just want to say, you guys, the government shutdown affects us all. It especially affects a lot of people that are in the DMV area. Not that it doesn't affect people in other areas as well. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, both of my parents were federal workers. Whenever there was a potential government shutdown, it was always a level of anxiety in our household because that's both incomes gone, right? Now, of course, both of my parents are retired, but I just remember during the Reagan administration, I want to say it was Reagan, was it Obama? Or Clinton. There was an actual, when I was growing up, where there was an actual shutdown. It can also trickle down locally where it ends up affecting local budgets, and you end up having people furloughed. For example, DC's budget gets approved by the federal government. DC doesn't get their money until October 1. So this could potentially affect DC workers as well. So I don't know where this is going. I don't know how long it's going to last. And all I can do is just pray for all of those affected. If you have a friend or you know somebody that works for the federal government, just check on your friends. I know all of us are in positions right now where we may not have anything to financially give to somebody. But, listen, if you have friends that work for the federal government, listen, when you cooking your meal, see if they need a little, you want to bring a plate over. We all, for those of us who believe in whatever your religious being is, say a prayer. RC said we got a similar email as government nurses. Wow. Oh, you're saying that it's lies and propaganda. Oh, I got you, Auntie Eva. Got it. What up, Don? Hey, boo. Thanks for being on both sides doing double duty. You and Abby doing double duty. Hey, Cross Country Cruise. I see you over here too. Hey, boo. I just, we just want to, like I said, a lot of us are not in a financial situation, but there's little things that maybe we could do to just help out. Most times on the other side of the furlough, people get their back pay, but I can't even put nothing. I can't even say that's going to happen under this government because, child, who knows what's going to happen under this administration. So there's no guarantee that, first of all, we don't know how long people are going to be out of work. And then there's no guarantee that on the other side of it, they're going to get their money. So like El Teddy was saying earlier, bills don't stop coming just because you're furloughed. Now, I will say here in this area, a lot of places are a little bit more understanding, but that don't change the fact that the money is the money and the bills are the bills. It doesn't change the fact that the bills are due. So we're just going to stay, positive and we're going to pray. And there's that. And that's the thing. They are expected to continue to work with no pay. A lot of people are expected to continue to work. If they are considered an essential worker, yes, you bring your tail to work. Absolutely. But even something as simple as, so think about it like this, you guys, right? something as simple as, y'all know this stupid computer, honey. I want y'all to think about this, and this is how something is going to affect all of us, right? Now is the time that my dad worked for the National Park Service until he retired. My dad worked for the Park Service my whole life. That's the only job I ever remember my dad had. I mean, as far as his full-time job, right? So I don't know what other jobs he had before I was old enough to know he was going to work. But for as long as I can remember, my dad went to work with his uniform on, and he went and worked for the Park Service, right? Around this time is when they're getting ready for Christmas. I know for most of us, it's the Halloween decorations and all of that. But for people who have to have those Christmas decorations ready and up the day after Thanksgiving, now is the time that they're doing those things. So when you think about all the preparation that goes into getting downtown DC ready for Christmas, and all of the people that come to DC to see the national tree and all the things that happen in DC at Christmas time, those things are going to be put behind. Everything that goes into that is going to be put behind. And I know people are like, who cares about a stupid tree when we're talking about people's jobs? I understand that. But what I'm talking about is when it's time for tourism and when people want to come to DC to do their Christmas, people, please understand, people. Oh, Lord, here goes somebody over there over on TikTok trolling me, Markel Logan. Those are the things I'm talking about, like one that connects to the other, right? Jazz Tracy, if you have a Twitch, thank you, boo. So you're like, we don't understand. Matter of fact, let me call my daddy. I'm gonna ask him. Call my daddy. See if he'll answer. He ain't gonna answer the phone. I promise y'all, my daddy is not gonna answer the phone. My mama's gonna answer the phone, and then I'm gonna have to say, "Can you get your husband?" Now, I'm gonna tell you how this about to go. Let me see if I can ask him. I could ask my mama though. I could probably ask my mama, but let me see. Hey, where's your husband?
Right here.
Can I talk to him for a second, please? Yes. Watch this. I'm gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Diddy.
Yeah.
So when you were working for the Park Service, when did y'all start getting ready for Christmas?
About now.
Right about now. So the shutdown, when y'all would have like shutdowns or potential shutdowns, this would start affecting y'all Christmas plans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking to some people that we were just talking about how one connects to the other. That's all I was just. So this could possibly put everything back for the Christmas vacation, huh?
Yeah. But they ain't gonna shut down.
You don't think they're gonna shut down?
No, it costs too much money. My opinion.
What you think they're gonna wait till like midnight and just do a final vote?
Mm-hmm. Wait till the very last minute.
Well, I hope you're right. But y'all had a shutdown before though, right? Then y'all have to
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that under Clinton? Who was that under y'all had a shutdown?
I don't even know. I know we stayed out for 3 days, and then when we went back, they gave us all our money back.
Well, I hope if they do shut down, I hope these people get their money back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. I'm sorry to interrupt. The Price is Right. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune.
Anything. You didn't anything.
All right.
You bother me. Okay.
All right. Talk to you later.
Right,
bye.
Bye.
Then I said he's gonna say shalom. He gonna say shalom. Yeah, my farmer's a trip. I'm glad he behaved himself. Y'all said a man a few words. I'm glad he behaved himself because I never know which one I'm gonna get. I never know which one I'm gonna get. So I'm glad that he behaved himself and didn't start cussing people out. But yeah, he said this is the time that they start getting ready for Christmas. Oh, that's my daddy, y'all. That's my daddy. Hey, okay, thank you, y'all. Y'all said on a serious note, we need to be mindful. This is a time of year where people will send themselves to glory because of the holidays. Absolutely. Couple that with playing with people's money, the recipe for disaster. So please pray for others. Absolutely, absolutely. And you have a holy day coming up this week as well, y'all. So before I forget, is it happy? Y'all, is it Yom Kippur? I don't want to be disrespectful. But I could have asked my mama. My mama would have remembered more than my daddy remembered, but yeah, so let's definitely do that. Okay. But I did want to just get into that. Child, this damn camera. I was scared daddy was going to say your government name. Child, I done said my government name so much on here. Most of y'all probably know my government name. I done said it myself on here so many times, child. But thank you. But thank you. Yeah, we definitely need to check on our people. Thank you again, y'all. Thank you, my love. So let's get into the things, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let's see here. Now let's get into something. It's funny, but it's not funny. It's funny because it worked out, and thank God it worked out. But it's really not a funny thing. It's actually pretty scary. It says a Texas DoorDash driver saves a hostage after receiving a strange order for zip ties, bleach, and a hatchet. Police rescue and then arrest the hostage. I'm sorry, why they arrest the hostage? Hold on. See, that's what you get when you arrest the hostage. Hold on, why is this camera? Okay, there we go. Now, first of all, you have to be a special kind of dumb to DoorDash your unalive kid. You just got to be a special kind of dumb. But let's read what they said the people did, child. Let's read what the people down to the DoorDash. Hold on. So they said that on Monday at 11:30, a driver alerted a hotel manager about a possible hostage situation after receiving an odd order that witnesses say included trash bags, zip ties, bleach, and a hatchet. The manager then called the police. Once inside a room, the twist is that after being rescued, the hostage was placed under arrest for outstanding warrants. You know what? I cannot. How you gonna get rescued and then your ass end up in jail? What the hell? According to the news, the suspect held officers in a standoff claiming to have a pow until he was also arrested. He was charged with aggravated kidnapping, and he also had active warrants for drug offenses as well. I feel like both of them must have been high. While the officers worked to establish communication, the individual believed to be a hostage was able to safely escape the motel room. According to a Sweetwater police statement, a crisis negotiator from the Texas Department of Public Safety arrived on the scene and successfully negotiated Cooper's peaceful surrender. I feel like they should let them warrants go. I feel like they should let. Oh, thank you. We got 10,000 likes over on TikTok already. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for the 10,000 likes over on the TikTok. Hey, Watermelon Sugar, coming to the stage. Watermelon Sugar. What we have over here? We got some likes over here. Is it time to close the doors over here? Wait, I feel like at least give me a minute. Like, let me go home and decompress. Let me do something. Can we not arrest me the same day? Y'all can't just give me an IOU? if the warrants for something stupid, can we just drop them? If they're for just like, traffic tickets or something, like, I don't know what the warrants are for. So I don't want to say drop them until I know what the warrants are actually for. But can we just... You're going to arrest me for warrants? Ain't that crazy? So let me put my right glasses on, honey. Let me put the correct glasses on. Oh, Lord. Let me go wipe these off. That's it. See, there go that Texas. You know it's always some Texas stuff, honey. All right. Let's go.
I said close them doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors.
Don has the plate. Okay, he's moving the plate around. Now y'all know it has come to that time of the show where you can support the channel the free way, or you could choose to make a donation, or you could do both actually. If you could please hit that like button right now. We have 187 people in the chat. Can we get 150 likes, please? Can we get to 150 likes? And if you would like to monetarily support the platform, the number for today is 719. 719. Okay, so that is, you can drop $7.19 in the Cash App or the Super Chat, $17.19, $27.19, $70. Y'all get the drift. All right, but you can just do it for free and just hit that like button. I appreciate you. Child, Chef Don is a VIP everywhere. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. All right. Moving right. Watermelon sugar. That should be a get out of jail free card. What the hell? I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, that's what was happening down to the DoorDash, honey. So let's talk about what else is going on out here. We have an update on the D4vid case, which is going to be very interesting. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that one right now. Let's get into this update on the D4vid case. Hold on. So a video has surfaced. It's funny, everybody got these videos now, right? A video has surfaced that shows the young lady. Hold on. The video has surfaced that shows the young lady that is no longer with us arguing with her parents' neighbors, okay? Which she reportedly calls them out of their name. I'm gonna let y'all hear the argument.
For you, how have you balanced?
All the way up at the end? Right there. I'll tell you where that. Yeah, go right there. Number 2, not that. Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk? No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping. Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let a woman talk? Alright, I'm not gonna let your woman talk. Why is she over here? Again. You don't even got a house. Hey, bro. Ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you're black, girl, with your black talking. Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying that we're not black. Let it go. Go back to your house.
Now that's her arguing with her parents' neighbors. That's important. Now I know that people are gonna want us to care about the fact that she's calling a bunch of Latino men the N-word. I don't, because I don't even think. Damn it! This damn camera. Hey, sweet. What's up, Sweet Z over on Twitch? Hey, boo. Child, this damn camera's getting on my nerves today. I don't know why I won't clear up. But here's what's important about this video for me. I'm not going to get caught up in the fact that this girl was calling these guys the N-word and that what their response was. But it clearly looks like there's some sort of contentious relationship between her and these neighbors. But here is what's the interesting part. Allegedly, this video, I don't know if y'all read the top part, but allegedly this video was recorded in September of 2024. September of 2024. She was reported missing 2 to 3 months before that. I believe May of 2024, she was reported missing. What's she doing at her parents' house cussing out the neighbors if she missing? I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. What is she doing at her parents' house cussing the neighbors out if the parents said she had been missing for over a year? See the parents. See, the parents got some. I got questions for these parents. Now, again, it's none of the answers are going to bring this young lady back. None of the answers are going to bring her back. Let's be clear. But I got questions for the parents in this conversation. Explain to me how she is at the neighbor's house cussing the men out 2 or 3 months after you reported her missing. She just hanging out in front of her parents' house, but her parents said that she missed it. Now, I know she was classified as a runaway. What I'm saying is, and I told y'all this from the beginning, y'all can go back. And y'all can go back to that video I did a couple of weeks ago where we just did a deep dive. I said then that this girl wasn't missing. These parents knew what she was. She just wasn't living at home and she wasn't following their rules. And she left whenever she felt like leaving. And I feel like the parents filed a missing persons report or a runaway report to cover their ass. I think they couldn't control her. And she wasn't going to school. She wasn't coming home because somebody the other day was saying something about what the school was supposed to do. And what did I tell y'all? I said, if she was reported as a runaway, then as far as the school was concerned, they're going to put that in their system. And after a certain amount of days of her being consecutively absent, they're just going to withdraw her. See, I don't know these parents, so I'm not trying to put nothing on these parents because I don't know these parents. But what I do know is games. And what it sounds like to me is people were wanting to know where this girl was, whether it was the school calling, whether it was family members or whatever. And they said, well, she ran away. She's not here. She ran away. And she probably was running away, but I bet you she was coming back whenever she felt like it, whenever she wanted something, whenever she needed to get some clothes out of her room, whenever she needed to get some shoes out that closet. I bet you she was coming home whenever she felt like it. They already said in one of the articles that she was living with family members. Them parents knew what she, now I ain't gonna say they knew where she was the whole time she was gone, but I don't believe that they didn't know where she was the whole time she was gone. Listen. Look at baby Abby is all over the place. Now she on the Twitch. I love my boo. You can't be missing and at the house at the same time. That's not how it works. Exactly. You're not a runaway, but you 2 months after you done ran away, you cussing the neighbors out. Nah, player. And see, this looks like it came from the parents. I mean, this footage looks like it came from the neighbors, like Ring camera or their cameras. They the ones that probably sent this over to TMZ. That's their footage. And they were probably like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Now, again, it doesn't bring her back. It doesn't change what happened to her. And I'm not saying that what happened to her, that she deserved what happened to her by any stretch of the imagination. But what I am saying is the parents got some splaining to do. And let me tell you something. David is doing the smartest thing that he can do, and that is shutting what we like to call the fuck up. David ain't said nothing. He is probably retained counsel, and he is letting the counsel handle what needs to be handled, whatever his counsel is telling him to do. I don't know if or when he or anybody else is going to be charged, but he is doing the smartest thing he can do, which is shut the hell up. Because let me tell you something. Based on what we know right now, his dad is a lawyer. Oh, well, shit, there you go. Thank you, Hibiscus Rose. Based on what we know right now, oh, baby, we got questions. Or at least I do. I got questions. Y'all might not have questions, but I have questions. Thank you, guys. All right, we got 14,000 likes over on TikTok. Can we get to 20? Is that being greedy? Are we being greedy? Thank y'all for the hearts and the gifts and the love over on TikTok. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Mwah. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Yeah. That was very smart of him. Because sometimes people have attorneys and they still don't listen to what the attorneys tell them to do. So smart on him. Smart on him. Shout out to Klay Thompson. I don't know if you guys know Klay Thompson is the basketball player that is now dating Meg Thee Stallion. And baby, they tried to ask him about Meg Thee Stallion, and he was like, yeah, I'm not talking about that. Shout out to you for not talking about your relationship. I can appreciate that. He said, listen, I'm here to talk about basketball. The season is getting ready to start, and that's all I got. If you want to ask me about basketball, y'all can ask me about basketball. But we're not talking about Meg. That's it, and that's all. Appreciate that. That's smart of you. So, J-Lo was in an interview. And the reporter said, I'm going to just let y'all hear. I'm going to let y'all hear for yourself.
Opposed to the stage.
I have said that, and it's true.
What does that mean?
When I grew up singing musicals because I loved musicals, and I remember going to my first Broadway show. It was how I learned to sing. And so that's kind of how I trained my own voice. So then when I started singing pop music and stuff, it was like nobody knew that I could sing in that way. And then when I started singing these songs, and if I sang My Man Somewhere from Barbra Streisand or something, people were like, oh my God, you can sing like that? And I was like, actually, I prefer singing in that way. That to me is more my natural voice.
When you say...
So... First of all, J-Lo, you owe an apology to every Broadway performer. That's number one. You owe an apology because I feel like you just offended them by saying your voice was better suited for Broadway. I feel like you just offended them. So you owe all of them an apology. That's number one. Number two, you said, well, I grew up singing musicals. A lot of us grew up singing musicals. That doesn't mean we can sing. That just means we know the words to the songs. Okay. Then you said, but then I started doing pop music, and people were actually surprised when I could sing a Broadway song. That's not why they were surprised. Well, she needs to release an album of Broadway show tunes, not unlike Queen did her album of classic love songs. Mo Walker, I should put you in timeout for suggesting that she put another album out, much less an album of show tunes. J-Lo, girl, go. Just go. Reese's Pieces, hey, boo. Reese's Pieces done dropped. Baby, that done made Reese's Pieces drop down, honey. She don't drop down all the time. Reese's Pieces said she can't even hum a tune for me. Girl, she is delusional, baby. She is delusional. Who told her? girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere and listen, she another one. I want her to go sit on the couch. I think you need to process your love stories. I need you to go sit on the couch, please. I just need you to go sit on the couch, please. All right. Now, in our latest chapter of misogyny, let's listen to Chris Gotti and what he has to say about Ashanti. And again, like I said, the latest chapter of misogyny, because we thought Irv Gotti was bad. For those of you who don't remember anything about Irv Gotti, you remember Irv Gotti was Murder Inc. Him and his brother, they were the people over Murder Inc. He recently just passed away. But in the last couple of years prior to his passing, he was very vocal about his relationship with Ashanti. He was very nasty to the point where him and Fat Joe sort of had a falling out over how he talked about Ashanti and how he referred to Ashanti, where Fat Joe sort of defended Ashanti and was like, yo, that's my sister. Yo, cool out. Like, don't be talking about her like that. So he recently passed. And this is what he had to say.
You and Ashanti been able to talk since everything? Because I saw that you were upset with her when she sat down with Angie Martinez and she said that.
Yeah, I was upset because we haven't spoke in person after Irv's passed. And I promise you, I'm the reason she was murdered. Irv made the records, but Irv would have never got to that point if I don't do what I did. For her not to call me after Irv's passing, she texted me, that don't feel right. My mother, Tina, that don't feel right. You understand? Like, I did everything for them. Never did I get one thing in return. Don't count tickets, because I could get that myself.
I did want to ask you about the funeral, because Ho came to the funeral.
Yes.
Didn't I thought Ashanti came to the funeral?
She did not. She sent some flowers.
Okay. What about Joe?
Joe was there late.
Got you.
He left his flowers and got to us late. I seen him at the end when it was almost over.
I was going to ask you, he mentioned the flowers, and I know Ashanti had posted a statement online. I know you said that you want to talk in person, but like, did that provide any sort of comfort for you guys in that moment, just having things show up there from her?
I mean, I got sick over her. I got sick physically after he literally in the hospital, like, and what is it? It's stress. What's the stress? It's my brother. He's here right now, like, but I got through it. So when you say that with the flowers, it's a good gesture. I won't go further than that. I don't want to be disrespectful to her because she probably thinks it's good, but she should know better that she had to talk to me physically. Actually, she should come see me physically. I love Ashanti. You know what I'm saying? That's like little sis, for real, for real. We took care of her. She confessed to me one day afterwards, and she thanked me for everything we did for her, because now she's out there by herself, and she's getting all type of indecent proposals. Let's leave it at that, right? Because that's what this industry is. Let's not make any sugarcoating about it. It's an attractive young lady. She wants to make music. What could you do with this? You want that beat? Okay, let's go over here. And she told me, thank you. She thanked me for always taking care of it. On Versus, you know, she's with Nelly. Shout out Nelly. I have no problem with these, nothing. I fuck with Nelly. But on Versus, the day of Versus, he pulls up. And I said, what do you want to do? I'll roll this nigga off the stage. She said, no, I'll give you the sign if there's a problem. But that's the day they got back together. That's why you don't get in the middle of relationships. Mm-hmm. It's different.
Sir, first of all, y'all act like Ashanti just left Murder Inc. last week. Murder Inc. ain't did shit for Ashanti in 10 plus years. Okay? So what we're not going to do is act like Ashanti just been out there on her own handling her business. If she did come to you and express her gratitude for what you did for her, that is all the validation you fucking need. How many times does somebody have to say thank you? How many times does somebody have to acknowledge what you did for them? So you just contradicted yourself in your whole speech. If you said that she came to you after she left Murder Inc. and said, thank you for all that you did for me, why do you need her to do it again? That's number one. Number two, y'all are lucky she sent flowers after the way Irv Gotti drug her name through the mud these last couple of years. Irv Gotti came down to this good old Al Gore internet, unprovoked, mind you, because nobody asked you, Irv. Nobody asked you, Irv. You put out a documentary that nobody fucking asked you for, and you chose to tell all your business about Ashanti. You were a whole married man, and Ashanti was a child. And when I say a child, I'm talking about she was in her, late teens when she started hanging out with y'all. So I don't think you should have been proud of the fact that you ended up having an affair with this 19, 20-year-old woman while you were married and had children. Sir, why would you put her business out there like that? And then in the midst of you putting this information out, when you got backlash from it, then you proceeded to call her out her name. You called her a bitch. That's what made Fat Joe be like, whoa, player, you doing too much. That's my sister. You're not going to talk about her like that. So the fact that 2 years later, give or take a few months here or there, Irv Gotti passed away. No, you didn't, Kim. I think you're lucky that she sent you fucking flowers. What was she supposed to give y'all? And again, we acting like this happened last week, baby. It's been over 10 years. And Ashanti has been out there on her own making money now. She ain't put out no whole lot of new music or nothing. But baby, she got her masters back and she living off of that. She don't never need to put out another album. She own her masters. She can walk around on stage and perform Baby for the rest of her life, and she'll be all right. 16 when she was discovered, 19 when she was married. Thank you, Katie. The fact that you and your brother had this weird obsession with Ashanti, it's like, what y'all want from her? She sent flowers, and she said something very nice on social media. She posted a very nice social media message after Irv passed away, and she sent flowers. I feel like you got more than you deserve, because if it was me, you wouldn't have got that shit. Huh. Moving right along. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. And don't nobody send me no text either. Okay, sorry. So anyway, I saw that child and I was like, the misogyny of it all. You know what, Kim, baby? I was still laughing about that.
That's why you don't get it.
I was still laughing about that thing this morning. Huh? Okay, hold on. Let me see. All right. Let me get to the next story. My bad, y'all. My bad. I got sidetracked. Somebody was sending me something. I had to respond. All right. Tyrese allegedly is a wanted man. There is, at least as of this morning, that might have been updated later on today, but as of this morning, Tyrese was a wanted man. His dog allegedly unalived the neighbor's dog, and so there is a warrant out for animal cruelty. I'm assuming that his neighbors are accusing him of doing something nefarious as it relates to the dog grooming of it all. Let me read you guys what it said here, okay? Police say the actor and singer large cane Corso dogs with an S unalived a neighbor's pet. According to the incident report, the neighbor let her dog out on September the 18th and later discovered it unalive in the yard. The neighbor told officers they believed that Tyrese's dogs were responsible. as he allegedly allowed them to roam freely around the Buckhead community. Captain Nicole Dwyer with Fulton County Police Animal Services told local reporters that an arrest warrant has been issued for Tyrese. It is the negligence on his part as the homeowner and animal owner, just letting them roam free, and now they have unalived an innocent animal. Authorities also said that Tyrese has previously received multiple warnings for his 4 dogs getting out. When police executed a search warrant on September the 22nd, Tyrese and the dogs were not at the property. Do y'all know how big King Corsos are? Cane Corsos are. Those are huge dogs. People always want to talk about pit bulls and stuff. I don't think. Google it. Y'all Google them. One of my cousin has a Cane Corso. Those are some big dogs. All right. Yeah, y'all. I don't know. And the fact that they said that he's already gotten citations in the past, and that the neighbors have complained about him allowing his dogs to just be out and roaming free. Y'all can't listen. King Corsos are huge, beautiful dogs, but you have to train them well. Otherwise, they will do stuff like this. Right. Child. Sorry, y'all. This is about the t-shirts. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth about these t-shirts. Okay. Not back and forth in a bad way, but just, tightening up some stuff. Okay. The federal government will, I just got this alert on my phone. The federal government will shut down. Democrats and Republicans are deadlocked with disputes over healthcare funding blocking a short-term budget deal. Without an agreement by Tuesday night, non-essential government workers will close and federal workers will face furloughs or unpaid work. Essential services will continue, but parks, courts, and many civilian operations will be disrupted. Democratic and Republican congressional leaders are scrambling to avoid a government shutdown, but both sides have shown hardly any willingness to budge from their entrenched positions. If government funding legislation isn't passed by Congress and signed by Trump on Tuesday night, many government offices across the nation will be temporarily shuttered. So this is what I just got. Yeah. All right. Hey everybody over on TikTok, keep hitting that hitting the screen, please. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming in. Hi. Yeah. They need to stay and work this out. They'll probably be there, but I don't know how much more they got going on. All right. I'll keep y'all I'll keep y'all updated. I will keep y'all updated. All right. Peter Thomas is launching a podcast from behind bars. It looks like he recorded a bunch of episodes and his team is just going to release them on his YouTube channel over the next however many months. I actually think that was a pretty smart idea and a pretty good use of his time prior to him going into jail. I mean, if he already has a monetized platform, or if he's trying to monetize a platform, I mean, that's a way for him to make some money while he's locked up. I think that was actually pretty smart. Yeah. Young Thug held a surprise concert outside of the courthouse. They said it was part of an initiative to combat Atlanta violence. Y'all know this is part of his community service, right? Y'all do know that he gonna count this concert out in front of the courthouse as part of his community service. I don't know how many hours of community service he has to do, but trust and believe this is community service, people. He just dropped a new album, so he gonna perform his new album in front of the courthouse. He gonna say it's part of an initiative to combat violence, and he is gonna clock all of them hours under his community service. All the hours that he took him to plan it, all the hours that went into logistics and going and getting all the paperwork and the permits. Child. Abby, where you been? He's in jail, baby. Abby, I really need you to care a little bit more. Just a little bit more. No, I think he already recorded them, Queen Bean. You said, how do they record in prison? I think they've already been recorded, is what I'm saying. I think he recorded a bunch of interviews, and they're going to drop them while he's in jail. I think they're already recorded. They said that his team is running his YouTube page, so that tells me that it's not him. It's somebody he hired to do it. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty smart idea, honestly. I mean, in both cases, I think it's a smart idea. I ain't mad at Young Thug for turning this into people. Baby, people do it all the time for community service, especially celebrities. They do stuff like that all the time, and they make it community service. You know, they do it all the time. So, I mean, I ain't saying that's stupid, but you know, NBA player PJ Washington previously ordered to pay Brittany Renner $5,500 a month in child support and $130,000 for back payments and legal fees. The Dallas Mavericks player was ordered to pay Brittany Renner $5,500 a month in child support and a lump sum payment of $130,000 to satisfy any and all existing child support accruement prior to the entry of the consent order, as well as for Renner's attorney's fees. This ruling came last November as part of a consent order issued by Mecklenburg County in North Carolina. The information is making headlines now because Brittany recently filed a motion in LA County Court so she can continue to collect the same amount in California. Following roughly 2 years of dating, they welcomed a baby boy in 2021. Recently, the exes went viral over a video of Brittany and her mom yelling during a heated custody exchange. Child, I'm so sick of y'all bringing these kids into these situations where y'all don't know how to act. Candace Dillard Bassett has announced that she is releasing a podcast. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't have no problem with y'all and these celebrity podcasts. My problem is that y'all don't stay consistent with this shit. Candace, hey girl, if you say you're going to do this every week, I need you to do this every week. I don't need you to do it for a month or 2 months, and then we don't see you again for 6 months. Candace, I need you to be consistent, okay? Okay? Now let's get down here to this Cardi B stuff, child. Baby, Cardi B been fighting with everybody. Now her sister fighting with the people. So let's talk a little bit about, listen, this might not be in no particular order. I'm going to read y'all about JT and Hennessy, and then we're going to get to Cardi B and Nicki and Cardi B and Ice Spice, child. Cardi been fighting with all the people, okay? Cardi been fighting with all the people. Nene, yes, I'm talking to you, Nene. So it seems as though JT was supposed, like the JT Cardi beef started over WAP, because I guess JT was supposed to be on WAP, or she thought she was supposed to be on WAP. I don't know. What's my cash app? RB the podcast. Hold on, let me make sure. No, it's really be the podcast. Hold on. It's right there on the screen. It's going across the bottom of the screen. $ really be the podcast. And thank you in advance if you send to me. Thank you, boo. But it's $, really be the podcast. It's right there on the bottom of the screen. It's going across the screen. If anybody else want to bless the platform, $ really be the podcast right there. Right there. Everybody, right? That's why I said Cardi versus everybody. So it seems like, now I don't know, again, y'all know I don't know all these ins and outs, but let me read y'all what it says here. It says that JT posted, yes, because WAP the song Her Ugly Ass asked me to be on and then leave Carisha off is on it. Huh? WAP the song. Okay, let me read this first. Cardi's first day streams outsold your whole. I'm sorry, y'all. It says Cardi's first day streams outsold your whole album's first week. No one will invest in your music so you can produce this many variants yourself. So what's the gag here? Jealousy again? This was somebody posted. So JT responded and said, yes, because WAP the song her ugly ass asked me to be on and leave Carisha off is on it. I be trying with these people. It says, name a song after 2022 more relevant than okay, hashtag fraud B, chart obsessed with no impact, crybaby ass hit. What's she saying? Yeah, I read that just like she wrote it. I'm gonna read it one more time. Y'all tell me what she's saying. Can you please translate this for me? Somebody be the JT Whisperer and translate this for me. She said, yes, because WAP the song her ugly ass asked me to be on and leave Carisha off is on it. With an exclamation point. Then it says, name a song after 2022 more relevant than okay? Question mark, question mark, question mark. 3 skull faces. And then it says hashtag Fraudy B. Chart obsessed with no impacts. Cry baby. See hit. Bitch, what you saying? So then Hennessy, that's Cardi's sister, in case y'all don't know. So then Hennessy said, everybody saw in real time how you switched up on my sister because of WAP. The same day it dropped, you shaded her and y'all got on the phone and you said yourself you was mad you got replaced and wasn't in the video. Y'all squashed it because you still being funny behind the scenes and everybody saw publicly how you switched up. Let's not play dumb and rewrite shit, you fucking thief. Oh, now Hennessy's response was very clear. Then it says, all of a sudden, you want to make yourself look like a good friend. You not getting on the song had nothing to do with Carisha. You just couldn't get the hook right. She said you just couldn't get the hook right. And calling my sister Fraudy B when you the one that went to jail 7 times for fraud is crazy. I cannot. Listen. I cannot. She said you went to jail 7 times for fraud. You calling my sister Fraudy B is funny to me. Baby. She said you don't have no self-awareness, just delusional. I can't even argue with you. Baby, I'm still stuck on you got kicked off the song because you couldn't get the beat. I'm stuck there. Hey, Cheeks. Hey, boo. I'm stuck there, y'all. Can we, hey, y'all, we got 16,000 likes on TikTok. Can we get to 20? I won't ask no more if we get to 20. Can y'all tap the screen, please? Appreciate you. I won't hit that. I won't ask no more if we get to 20K. I won't ask no more. Do we have 200 likes on YouTube? We have 247 people in the chat. Oh, God. So that was JT and Hennessy. Now, while JT and Hennessy was fighting, we got Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. Now, let's talk about this Cardi B, Nicki Minaj situation. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me read through this article, okay? Let me read through this article. Because this article is supposed to be breaking all this stuff down, child. So it says that, oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. It says here, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were engaged in an intense trade tirade on Twitter, bringing their long-standing beef of tape online in the latest installment of their years-long feud. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Y'all. I just got this. I'm going to just read y'all this email I just got. Hey, Miss, my name. Can I do all my missing assignments because I have to get my grade up or I can't have my birthday party? No period. No, nothing. That's just how she ended the sentence. Girl, if you don't go somewhere, mind you, grades go in at midnight. It's 8 o'clock. What you about to do? Because who grade graded? Mind you, she has, let me just say this and then I'm going to move on. Grades go in tonight at midnight. I've already done my grades. They've already posted. I'm done. But I gave my students a full class period to do missing work. Her class had Friday. They had the whole, and when I say the whole class period, I gave them a warm-up, which takes about 15 minutes, and then they had the rest of the class. Our classes are an hour and 10 minutes long, which means you had almost an hour to just sit there and work on any assignments that you were missing. Then you had the whole weekend to work on any assignments that you had missing. Then you had all day yesterday because I was still letting them turn in the work. Now, I was taking points off, but I was still letting them turn the work in. Now, her mother emailed me because her mother saw her grade. And I responded to her mother and told her the same thing I just told y'all, that she has missing assignments. And I gave her all these opportunities to get her assignments done, but she spends her time on her phone and talking to her friends. And that's why she don't have her work done. So now she emailing me because her mama probably got her foot in her butt. No, ma'am. I'm not even responding because it's 8 o'clock. My work hours ended 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago. Actually, if we're going to be clear, I get off work at 3:30. Moving right along. I just thought, listen, that popped up while I was talking. I just thought I would share that with y'all. All right, let's get back to this article, honey. Anyway. Okay. The social media war began when Minaj tweeted and deleted $4.99, the promotional price of Cardi's Am I the Drama album. The Grammy nominee went on to call her fellow rapper Barney Dangerous before tweaking Cardi B's Magnet lyrics in an apparent diss. It said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Sir Reed to look like me, tell that rat and tell Jay-Z, Rico fraud and perjury. Now this what Nicki Minaj has said. So then A, B, C, D, E, F, G falling off the charts with a big belly, running trains, barefoot still smelly, still you could not outsell me. Now this is what Nicki said last night. Also on Monday, Nicki shared a series of diss tweets about Cardi before deleting them. Nicki used the lyrics of the song to diss her as well. All of Nicki's tweets have since been deleted. Cardi's response, though, still live. You can still find it. So Cardi's response was, Cardi said, why you keep bringing up my album? It's not the gag that you think it is. You've been in the game for like 16 years. You need to compare yourself to your peers that started around your time. Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Drake. Those are the numbers you need to be comparing. What the fuck? You can't because you're doing lower than all of them. I was in high school when you came out. What the fuck are you comparing yourself to me for? She said, I was a high school girl. Why are you comparing yourself to me? As for the comments regarding her pregnancy, Cardi wrote, like you wasn't going to different fertility doctors because you couldn't reproduce from all them perks scrambling your eggs. Not allegedly. Lord, protect my babies. She claimed that nothing is more annoying than a bored bitch. You must have missed me, huh? Cause now kiss my feet. Cardi also said something about Nicki Minaj's husband. Y'all can probably fill in the blank. Child, look. We predicted this. Did we not predict this? We said that Nicki Minaj was coming. We said it. So here it is. Nicki, can you just go to the... Listen, this is my thing. Shut us up with music. Girl, shut us up with music. That's all I could... Just shut us up with music. How about that? Drop the music, girl. And I'm not even going to say that she's not a lyricist. Nicki is absolutely a lyricist. But go do that. Go do that. Make some music. Then we have Cardi and Ice Spice and Lotto. So let's read about this. So y'all, audio has leaked of Cardi B cussing out Ice Spice's manager. Now, Cardi said, if you're going to leak a video, if you're going to leak the audio, leak the whole conversation. She said it's a whole 27-minute conversation. If you're going to tell it all. That's what she said. If you're going to tell it all. So allegedly, here it is. Oh, Lord. Cardi B was the subject of a leaked phone conversation with Ice Spice's manager, James Roseman. The alleged audio finds a furious Cardi in a rage, threatening to get violent with Ice. Quote, why you want to act dumb, unquote, end quote. She said, you don't know, I'ma show y'all. I'm not Lotto. I'ma beat you the fuck up. I'ma knock her the fuck out. Now, y'all know that Ice Spice and Lotto had a beef, so that's what she's referring to. Cardi took to X to put another fire out when she accused Raymond of leaking the call, which he denies doing. Lotto also caught strays in the heat of the moment, and Cardi has publicly apologized to Lotto. She said that she fucks with Lotto. She said, I was ranting and hot in the moment, but I fuck with Lotto heavy. I respect everything about her, including her team. That's so sweet. And nope, I'm not too prideful to apologize to somebody I really respect. So this is my public apology, and now I'm going to privately buy her a bag. Cardi, you can insult me and buy me a bag because she's probably buying Birkins. I'm just joking. But anyway, because where the hell am I going to take a Birkin? Cardi continued, but wait, James, because I just know you didn't only record the beginning of that conversation. Go ahead and post the rest, baby. The whole 11 minutes. I said 27. It's 11 minutes. The whole 11-minute combo when Ice Spice said she was in her feelings all because I said Sexy deserved a BET award and she had just won some iHeart and wasn't even thinking. Sorry, this stuff. It wasn't even thinking about post it all. If you came to bang, right? Cardi then accused Ice of leaking the phone call as Ice Spice coincidentally tweeted out a laughing emoji in the midst of Cardi's back and forth with Nicki, and also capitalized on the spotlight by previewing her upcoming single, Pretty Privilege. James, be for real and be a man. I was in my bedroom by myself. It was only you and me and the Tubby on the call. So you saying that it was Tubby? Cardi B added, your artist put a laughing emoji, then leaked the combo, then posted a trash-ass clip of her song in less than an hour. This is why you've been avoiding the CEOs of 10K, because you know you did it and you sound like a bitch. Ooh. Rosemond brushed off Cardi's claims, stating he believed this was part of Cardi's rollout to continue to drum up interest surrounding her sophomore album, with which Cardi couldn't believe. James, be for real. Your artist had nothing to do with the conversation yesterday. She is the one who tweeted that emoji, then dropped the call and previewed the song right after, not the other way around. Your artist's new song is not charting anywhere. What can you possibly do for my rollout? The gaslight is insane. She said, baby, Ice Spice can't help me with my album. Ice Spice can't help herself. That's what Cardi said. Cardi said Ice Spice can't even get a hit for herself. How can she help me get a hit? She said Ice Spice can't even get a hit for herself. How's she gonna give me a hit? That's what Cardi said. Lotto has yet to respond to Cardi's apology, but it's mass chaos in the female rap world. Baby, y'all gonna leave Cardi alone. Y'all are gonna leave Cardi alone, okay? Cardi is pregnant. She dealing with a husband and a boyfriend. She got this new album and 3 kids. Y'all gonna leave Cardi be alone, okay? Thank you. Oh, we almost at 20K likes, y'all. We have 19,400 likes. Can we get another 600? And I won't ask for no more likes. Thank y'all for those of you over on the Tiki of the Taki. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Moving right along. Allegedly, they said that Ice Spice messed with Offset. I don't know that to be a fact, but I heard it through the grapevine. That's one of the things we heard through the grapevine, honey. That is one of the things we heard through the grapevine. All right. I think that's everything except for Diddy, child. Let's get into this Diddy letter. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Diddy's going to be sentenced on Friday. The judge has said that Diddy can wear his street clothes. So he's going to come in there probably in a Versace, suit, tailored suit and everything else. So thank you, Florida. Was it Florida and 6? I hope I said that right. Thank you. I just saw the pearly white gates when I saw the tweet Cardi posted of Nicki's brother in that pink wig. Baby, yes. Thank you. Thank you for the $7.19 donation. That's the number of the day. Thank you, my love. Thank you for this for the Cash App, Candace. Thank you, boo. Anybody else that wants to donate $7.19, that's the number of the day. Feel free to do that. Okay. So the judge has said that that Diddy can come in his street clothes for his sentencing. The same suit he gonna walk out of that courtroom in. Oh, did I say that? Okay then. Cassie has written a letter, basically speaking out against Diddy being let out. I'm gonna read you guys this article. It says that Cassie Ventura detailed her traumatic relationship with Sean Combs and pled with the judge to consider her and other victims' experiences ahead of the rap mogul sentencing on Friday. In a letter from Ventura filed on Tuesday and addressed to the judge, she said she learned victims and survivors will never be safe, but she can hope for justice and accountability in the sentencing of Diddy. Okay. She said 4 days in May, while 9 months pregnant with my son, I testified in front of a packed courtroom about the most traumatic and horrifying chapter in my life. She summarized her testimony further by recounting the alleged degrading and disgusting sex parties, which she said left her with infections, illness, and days of physical and emotional exhaustion before he demanded it all again. She also recounted details of her testimony surrounding the alleged threats and violence he imparted towards her and those around her. The entire courtroom watched actual footage of Combs kicking and beating me as I tried to run away from a freak-off in 2016. People watched this footage dozens of times, seeing my body thrown to the ground, my hands over my head, curled in a fetal position to shield me from the worst blows. In her letter, she wrote that in her time dating Combs, she found herself in a constant state of hypervigilance and anticipating retribution. She wrote that her descent into substance abuse was tied to Combs' attempts to control several aspects of her life, adding, I used those drugs to push through the horrifying sex acts and demanding, he demanded, and to numb myself from the physical pain and emotional turmoil I was constantly in. She also pushed back on the defense attorney's characterization of her relationship with Combs as a great modern love story. Ventura said she had spent the last 7 years recovering from her alleged trauma she endured. Why we gotta say alleged trauma? I think we're clear that it was trauma. Why we gotta say alleged trauma? I still have nightmares and flashbacks on a regular, several everyday basis, and continue to require psychological care to cope with my past. My worries that Sean or his associates will come after me and my family is my reality. I have, in fact, moved my family out of the New York area, and I'm keeping as private and as quiet as I possibly can because I'm so scared that if he walks free, his first actions will be swift retribution towards me and others who spoke up about his abuse. She also expressed doubt at the defense attorney's characterization of Combs as a changed man. His defense attorneys claim that he's a changed man and he wants to mentor abusers. I know firsthand what real mentorship means, and this disgusts me. He is not being truthful. I know that who he was to me, the manipulator, the aggressor, the abuser, the trafficker, is who he is as a human. He has no interest in changing or becoming better. Ventura concluded her letter, drawing attention to the jury's final decision that Combs was not guilty of racketeering or sex trafficking. While the jury did not seem to understand or believe that I engaged in freak-offs because of the force and coercion the defendant used against me, I know that is the truth, and his sentence should reflect the reality of the evidence and my lived experience as a victim. She finished by saying, I hope that your sentencing decision reflects the strength it took for victims of Combs to come forward. I hope that your decision considers the many lives that he has upended and that with his abuse and control. Prosecutors have urged the judge to sentence Combs to 11 years in prison, arguing that despite his acquittal on more serious charges, he is unrepentant and has left his victims in fear. The recommendation is far in excess of what defense attorneys sought, which amounts to time served. So yeah, y'all. On Friday we'll know. The wait will be over. But he also went on to live. She also went on to live her life and have children. At what point did those male victims become important as well to her? Why didn't she detail that in her letter? Oh. I'm sorry, but he hasn't been locked up long enough. But he will get out, and the Black community will find a way to support him. It is what it is. I agree. I think Diddy's going to get out. I think they're going to give him time served, and I think he's going to put out an album, and everybody going to go buy it. And when I say everybody, I don't mean everybody, but you know what I'm saying. I agree. I think they'll give him time served, but if they do make him serve, it won't be more than a year. Diddy will be back home this time next year. But I honestly, listen, I'm be honest with y'all. I honestly think he's gonna walk out of that courtroom on Friday. Look, y'all, I know what we saw and what we believe, but y'all got to remember what he was actually convicted of. He was actually convicted of prostitution. I'm not saying I want him to, y'all. Let's be clear. That ain't what I'm saying I want. I'm just saying this is what I think. I just don't feel like. I'm not saying that's what I want. I'm just saying I just don't feel like it's going to be deeper than that. It is a federal case. I agree. And that makes it a little different. But still, But anyway, y'all, that's what it is. Look, y'all, I might come back and do Real Housewives tonight. I'm tired. So I might come back and do Real Housewives tonight. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't think he's walking. They want to make an example out of him. I don't support either of them because she has yet to apologize to those men. That's valid. I mean, the men were victims as well. But didn't one of the men file a lawsuit against her? I believe she has a civil case against her from one of the men, I believe. I think. Yeah. right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Like I said, I'm gonna watch the episode. Y'all know if I feel like talking, I'll come down. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. But we'll do it within the next 2 days. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace. Oh shoot.